What is going on, Shib Army? Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell to be notified. I'll do my best to make sure that you get the best information possible about Shiba Inu, bone, and treat, and leash. And as we move on, we'll get as many of these covered as we possibly can. This is not financial advice, but I'm always right.
It's your boy Bleeves.
All right, guys, we're checking price action right now. And as you can see on this chart, we have broken out. Now, I'm not sure if I've got this exactly right. This could be an example of where I'm probably a little too aggressive on where I'm putting this line when I was making it, because it was on the hourly. And so let's just kind of fairly move this down just a little bit so that it's tipping these little wicks over here, and then we'll pull that down just a little bit so we get a good idea. Now, I do think that this does break towards the upside. I feel like this is what the consolidation is leading to, but we don't have any kind of catalyst that's going to propel at this moment, because everybody is sitting waiting with bated breath right now for Shibarium, and we keep getting kind of strung along, and we're not getting the information that we want. So people are feeling a little bit nervous, and they're not wanting to move until they see some sort of good news. And we do have some good news, by the way. It just wasn't the release of Shibarium. So, but to consider this, right now we're trading down just below this line. Now we've got a 4-hour confirmation, but it's not outside of the line. If you come over here to the 4-hour candles, then you can see that we're still wicking like right into that little area. So you can make an argument that we haven't really broken this yet, and we'll probably sort of move back up. It was a slow weekend in the overnights, by the way. If you look here on the right side here, you can see that the Chinese index is down just a little bit, the UK 100 down just a little bit, and the stock 600 is down just a little bit, leading to this kind of sort of a bearish pressure. But it's very temporary, I think, because the market still has plenty of liquidity. Now, this is an opportunity for the bears to attack in the United States. And of course, America's been very bearish for the last little while. So you might see a little more drawdown over the course of today. But the Dow Jones pre-market is very bullish at the moment, although NASDAQ is the opposite. So tech stocks are continuing to suffer. So we might see some drawdown a little bit more today. And if that happens, then that's going to probably push the price down a little bit lower, most likely getting into this little chop area right here, probably setting us up to around 1170, where we would most likely be headed for a reasonable bounce right in this little spot right here. So this, I think, is going to be our bounce line. So that being said, I do think that this is probably the most likely scenario of how it plays out. Now let's look at bone. Bone is a little, again, another little sell-off that was happening right here, putting it down here for where I told you guys this was going to be the buy zone. Now, unfortunately, I was asleep for that, so I didn't get in on that on my own buy zone. But we do have this play here that ended up moving all the way up from $1.50 to $1.70, and you don't get bumps like that very often. When you look at some of these numbers here, you're going from $1.50 up 20 cents in very short order back up to $1.70. That's a real good sign, and still hovering around that $1.62. And the reason for the excitement is this little bounce here. There is a little bit of enthusiasm, a little bit of excitement. Let's start off with the thing that's not really as exciting as the others, and that is right here. Shitoshi got a blue check mark, so now Shitoshi has $7.99 to give Elon every month. I don't know why it's a big deal, but he seems to be pretty happy with it. So, he says this, finally got that blue check. Now you don't have to worry about scammers, at least on this site, claiming they are me. Thank you all for the well wishes and even the wins. This also means I'll have much more to say here. Stay tuned. Now, I hope that means that there's a lot more coming in the next 24 hours or so, because it would be good to protect the price action. Also, crypto.com institutional has listed bone. So now, if you're wondering what crypto.com institutional is, that is trading only for institutions. So you have to be a registered company with crypto.com in order to trade. But just to consider this is a gigantic deal. This is institutional money looking to come into the bone ecosystem, and that has the potential to become something that's just massive. So that's a really good play and a really good move. And I think that this over the long term plays out to the best possible advantage for the Shib Army. And then finally, Shib Army, South by Southwest is around the corner, March 12th to March 14 in Austin, Texas. We're thrilled to have the opportunity to be featured as one of the XR Experience Spotlights, where we will be presenting the world premiere of the magnificent WAGMI Temple Hub, and you're going to be entering the Shib metaverse. So that seems pretty exciting, and I can't wait till we start getting some feed going on it. If you haven't already and you need to, book your tickets for South by Southwest. This could be one of the coolest things that you've seen in Shib in a very long time. All right, guys, that's the update for the day. Don't forget, price action might be a little bit stressed over the course of the day. Bone Shiba Swap is now trading institutionally. Shitoshi has a blue check mark, and you're about to check out the temple in the metaverse at South by Southwest. This is not financial advice. My name is Bleez. I am always right. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will talk to you guys again very, very soon.
I'm looking for the good life, good life. Sitting on top of the world, I wanna be shining like diamonds and pearls. I want you to go